Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Miracle, Population Me. If you're returning, this is another episode in Chasing Rejection. And let me just say, I am getting real tired of getting rejection. Yep. If you saw the title of this video, you already know what I'm about to do, but just a real quick catch up for those who may have missed a couple videos. I am doing an Excel sheet where I'm doing about 1,000, probably more because I'm getting up there of just applying for jobs, applying for modeling shoots, collaborations for brand deals, do different types of content creation collaborations as well, just so that I can, one, get a lot of money, obviously, two, get a lot of self confidence in myself and just different spheres of what I'm doing, and three, whatever I said in my vision board, because I honestly forgot already. But in doing all that, I've applied to over 100 jobs in the past several months now. It's almost March. It's currently the 18th of February. So luckily, we still have a little bit left of Black History Month, so that's perfect. But with the rejections that are coming in from the jobs and stuff, I don't want to wait around and just sit here wait for a job to come to me. So I'm kind of looking to get a job myself. And obviously, you guys know I'm doing a little bit of modeling here and there. So I'm trying to build up that portfolio. And I took some digitals today. So here are some digitals. I'm not an expert, so please do not come asking me, how did you do this? Where'd you go? What did you do? I looked online, I looked up Pinterest, I looked at Google. So if you're looking for anyone who is willing to like teach you how to do modeling, I'm not the person. I swear to God, I'm not. I just happen to be in the right place, the right time, and just like blast people online every time I need something because at the end of the day, these things are a number game, right? If you don't get it now, you're going to get it eventually if you keep trying and pushing. And that's something I need to stick by because I haven't applied for jobs in like 2 days. Anyway, that's not that video. And my hand is getting like really tired. So that's not today's video. And my hand's getting like really tired, but I need to keep it in my hand because I'm going to show you guys some things that I've been doing. I am trying to do UGC videos. If you don't know what that is, that's user generated content. It's kind of different than the ads you see on like a famous social media content creator. It's different than having a brand deal where they give you PR and then you show it off for either money or just free stuff. It's kind of like that actually, but it's a bit more targeted to be used as an ad for the brand. So instead of you put it on your channel, which you can still do either way, you're more likely giving it to the brands. So they're going to use it to promote their stuff, and you're just going to be one of the many faces that they show on like these many ads. There's probably a million examples of them. I can't think at the top of my head, but any commercial that you see in real life, it's probably UGC, but like more professional, obviously. Unless you see an ad like on television or on YouTube, that's different. But that's what I'm trying to do because it's a little bit easier to get into. I know it's a bit more work to get into, but I believe that if I put as much effort of that into it versus putting a lot of effort into applying for a job and spending like 4 hours doing whatever, it might be a bit more beneficial to gain more skills and just do more because that is one, content creation, and also two, gain more brand deals if I can potentially make it that far. So I have actually been doing or trying to do UGC for like the last week and a half, which is why I haven't talked about it because I'm actually trying to like do some of the work behind the scenes before I talk to you guys about it at all. But I have some things that I do want to show you guys, just let you guys know like what I'm doing and how I'm going to push forward and how that's going to be another part. Not another part. It's not like a separate part of this whole challenge, but it's a continuation of what I'm already doing. But first, I had to like show you guys the website that I'm using because for some reason, when you do UGC, you need like a portfolio. Like if you're a designer or you do arts, people need to show your work. And because I don't put UGC on my YouTube channel or my Instagram or any other social media platform, I need to make them from scratch and actually show them like brands and stuff. Like, oh, this is something I can do personally, and this is what I can give you guys if you pay me for it, obviously. So I can show you a few of what I've done so far, just so you can see what I've been doing. Okay, first off, ignore like the millions of tabs and my really messy table. But this is a website that I've been using for what I've been going through. So this is Canva. We all love Canva. I've probably spoken about it like once in my entire life. Anyway, this is what I've been using to do my content creation UGC profile. And I got the idea because someone on Reddit was asking several questions about it. And there's different ways you can do it. I heard you can do it on Notion. Someone does like a PowerPoint about it. I was not going to do a PowerPoint. But I've done a website on Notion or on Canva because it's free, which is like the best part, but also because it's really easy to do. And I've used Canva for like literally every single thumbnail I ever made on this channel. So it is not hard to do like at all. And I basically took examples from other people who were either really new. No, only those that are really new. I didn't want to take examples from people who were established because they tend to make really high quality content. And I didn't want to feel overwhelmed by doing it to the extent and then probably just falling through it, not doing UGC. So I wanted someone who looked professional, but they were new as well, so that I wouldn't feel overwhelmed, but also had imposter syndrome. So this is my email that I have right here. I also have my name, UGC profile, picture of myself as well. I have a few things about myself that apparently they want to know about you, which makes sense in some ways. And then here's like the big bread and butter is the videography. And I put them into like separate categories like skincare, a lot of skincare was actually shown. Outdoor stuff that I have, tech stuff that I have, home decor stuff that I have, food stuff. I have to fix it. You guys are seeing like me continually work on it. So it's not like I'm completely done. But essentially it is going to be like different sections of industries, but also be separated by like, is this a product unboxing, is it a testimonial, is this a problem and I'm solving it in some cases, which is why you kind of see a few clips that look like it's just me talking because I'm a talking head, but in the video you actually see like pieces of work that I'm doing. So like in one case I can play one for you actually. None of it is like DCMA, so I'll be totally fine. But in one case, I don't talk. I just show off the product. So like, okay, it's enough of that. I got tired of watching myself. But that's one version. Of course, the words look weird on here because when you use like this frame on Canva, the video gets zoomed in for some reason. I don't know how you like expand it out when you play it, but that's one. And then like on the bottom is more of a talking head. So I'll actually like talk about the product and how to use it. And it'll sound more I'm gonna add than anything else. If you're struggling to handle the freezing cold Hunja we are doing this year, you can use your hands so use your phone, go outside, or even stay inside your own place. I have right here it is the hand warmers by Handspire. As you can tell, I've already used one. But they come in a 2-pack and they are used wherever you want to use it. So how you use it, you open it, squeeze it, and it lasts for several hours at a time. So if you want to make it warm with your hands today, go pick it up. Okay, so obviously, quick disclaimer, I am not an expert at anything I make here. So even though it's like UGC content and everything, I made videos. I am not an expert on how ads are supposed to be made, and even seeing the best ones online, or even those that are like actively professional but are also beginner friendly. I can't replicate it first go round, and I wanted to produce as much as I can before I gave up on UGC. So I made about like 30 different videos. Literally, I used product in my house. I did not go buy anything extra, or if I did buy anything, it was stuff I always was going to buy anyway. And I just did a review on them. Whether it was like a review because I've used it, in some cases of videos you saw where like me watch like saying like it's an ad. I said like it was an ad because in my head I was like, oh well, videos are made like an ad, so I'm gonna say like an ad. And those are like the easiest for me to do just because 30 seconds, you don't have a lot of time to talk about how well a product is. And it's not really a product review like you see people do with PR online because they want to use this kind of stuff on their ads. So you have to kind of say like an ad. And that's kind of what I established when I did these videos. So if they look like crap, it's because I just started this week. And I will eventually get better the more I do them, but I definitely want something to just start my portfolio off. And I already have like several different types of industries on there. So I think I'm doing a pretty good job just for right now. So let me go back to showing you guys what was on my site. Okay, so just going back on here, obviously I got to fix some things to me like blank spaces on here. Now it'll be like cleaned up and everything. I use Canva, so they have like these little like things you like put your videos in, and on the bottom it tells you like what kind of video review is. So for this one, they like popcorn. It's like a certain type of popcorn, but I just didn't like feel like putting the whole name right now. But it's like a food review, so that's why it's in there. A lot of beauty stuff was in there, stuff and all that stuff. So how I got this information is honestly I used ChatGPT for like everything I was doing, other than like the literal video. That was like my words and my words alone. But like for services, I asked ChatGPT, what is a good thing to have as a service for UGC? And they said, oh, product demo, testimonials, problems and solution ads, routine integration ads, voiceover ads, raw footage, all that stuff, right? And then more of a why work with me thing. I don't know if this is like really important, but I took it from ChatGPT and said, okay, this will be good. I might change the fast turnaround because it doesn't really take me. This is like a long time to do a video. It might honestly take me like a few days, 3 to 5 seems like a crazy amount of time, especially for a short video. But I'll probably lower it to like 1 to 3. And then collaborations. I don't know what happened to the picture underneath here. But for collaborations, I put 3 different options because ChatGPT said, if you want to do payment, this is how you break it down. Because I was going to lower the price like crazy, but they were like, oh, even for a beginner, you want to do something like this. And I just put my information, like my email on the bottom, and everything. So that's what I did. And so when I'm done with this, I just press publish, and then it publishes it for free. And then if I make any changes, I need to publish it again for free, and it's perfect. So right now, I've been asking ChatGPT like, okay, well, I have like 1,000,001 like I told you, I have like over 30 videos. I'm not gonna put them on the website. So I've been asking ChatGPT what would be a smart way to like put my videos down. So like my question, if I can actually scroll up. So I basically told them that I categorized the things that I did based on these industries and all the food. So like the popcorn you saw was actually chocolate popcorn. And I did that for like product unboxing. How would I basically make that work? And they were like, oh, great, but you're thinking as a creator, do it as a marketer, da, da, da. And then they said, you should do it more like this. So instead of say popcorn and unboxing, say, oh, chocolate popcorn brand unboxing for TikTok, curiosity hook, 23 seconds. I probably won't do this for every single brand just because I don't think I have enough space to put that down for every single video. Even if I took out videos, it might still take the same amount of pages, and I don't think it will really make sense. So I just put my best ones on top, and then they said do not write the actual product name if it's a random household brand and not uh, paid collab. Okay, so I need to go back and take out the names. Oopsies, I put the product name. Do not make it like you're just reviewing things from the kitchen. Don't overwhelm a long description. Keep it clean, strategic, and intentional. I definitely did the last two. I did not make it long description. All videos were like 30 seconds or less, except for the ones that didn't have a voice. They're like 40 seconds. But anyway, I say I'm not reviewing things from my kitchen. I definitely use a lot of the stuff that I put in the videos in the actual videos themselves. And then for the product name, I need to go back in there and just say, hey, it's just a product. Because I definitely said like for Neutrogena skincare, I just had that there. And then I said for pro level, you can just do it like this, industry, and then have it testimonials. And yeah, I mean, actually, wait, this is how I did it, like right now, actually, because I did say I did by um, beauty, food, and wellness, and then or you can do like product, solution, da da da. So like you separate it, and that's how I did it on my thing as well. If it can load, okay. So that's how I did it here. Once I clean it up, like this is all beauty, but if you like zoom in, this says product try on vanilla noir perfume. That's just a scent. That's not the brand. Vanilla. This is a Valentine's gift bag product unboxing, and this is like the brand Power Spray, body spray, product demo, and all that jazz. So that's what I was doing. So now I just have to like clean it up and everything like that, and then I have like a whole different ChatGPT websites because you can never have too many. And I also am asking ChatGPT like, hey, what are some good sites to like plug this in? Because if you guys like kind of remember, I was like DMing brands a while ago for like stuff for like PR and stuff like that. And they be kind of say no or just ignoring me for the most part. And I never set them my profile. So they actually don't know what I do for sure. But I've been doing it for a lot of bigger brands like L'Oreal or Garnier. So I definitely want to change that up and go for like smaller brands because I heard they go more for small creators. And also I want to look for agencies because they will obviously be a lot easier. So I asked ChatGPT that question as well. So the first question I asked ChatGPT was like, how do I get these UGC? Like, where do I go to get them, right? And a lot of they told was like just apps that they have, like Collaborator, Join Brands, Thread.io, and a bunch of other stuff. Now, for some of these I've used in the past just to like see what it was about. And I don't really trust some of them, like Join Brands and Collabsters, whatever. Those two things I know for sure aren't really that good because for one, you aren't gonna have a lot of brands on there that are good in terms of payment. Because one, they want you to buy your own, they want you to buy the product and then they'll pay you back if they like it, which is kind of crazy because if they don't like it, are you just gonna have to keep redoing it because you don't want to pay for it? Or are you just gonna be stuck with the product, right? And they'll give you a refund, sure, but at the end of the day, it's like I don't want to have to pay for something if I'm not guaranteed a payment back, right? And other cases, they are so descriptive of who they want that you don't really fit majority of the bill. Like they can ask for Caucasians, male, 40 years old, all that stuff. Or be like, oh, do you have a kid? Do you have a dog? And it's like, okay, well then it's like five, there's like five like brands on here, and they're asking for like similar things, and you don't really get an update of these brands in a way, right? So I don't really trust them, in my opinion. But I haven't really tried out a few of them. I need to do Bilio, because Bilio I've actually done this before, but I never actually used them seriously. And I just did a video for them. So I need to send it to them and have them review it and see if they approve it. I was approved the first time somehow. I didn't even care about it, but now I'm gonna try again and do it again. So that's what I have. And then they have like other ones which I don't really want to do because it's too much work. Like Upwork, definitely not. Fiverr, hell no. Asper or whatever, or Aspire. I mean, maybe Aspire, but it's a larger creator network. But I don't know if that's sure. They mean like people who do like 50,000 followers. And the thing about UGC is that you don't need a bunch. Well, I read online, so that could be false. You don't need a lot of followers. And I definitely don't have a lot of followers. I have like a little bit. Well, on YouTube, definitely less than 100. So I definitely cannot be considered anything past micro. So anything that's like asking you to have like 50,000 subscribers, they might just pay you like 10K, because it's like you're basically asking people to have like a huge following. And of course, compared to a million followers, it's not that big, but still bigger than like the average, content creator. And there's like other ones like TikTok, which I don't use. Social Cat, I don't know what that is, but I'll look into it if I have the time. And then Reddit, which I don't think that's really what I was asking for, but Reddit's always a good place to check. That's how I find a lot of these information to begin with. And then I said I have a site, but I'm looking more for agencies to apply for. And I've already looked into some agencies, but they gave me like a bigger list of agencies, which I will be applying for with my website. Because I don't use TikTok, I might not use all these sites, especially if they ask for just TikTok. I just don't like TikTok, and I don't really vibe with what's going on over there. But yeah, if they ask for TikTok, I definitely won't use that. But anything Instagram and YouTube related, I can definitely do. And then these are other sites that own brands and always need collaborators and creators according to ChatGPT. So it could be outdated, it could be shut down. Who knows? Yeah. So yeah, I got all of this stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna get them all that information. I'm logged out. But yeah, that's essentially what I'm doing. Okay, I honestly feel like I'm talking like a jackrabbit right now, just because it's late at night and I have all this energy for no reason. But that's basically what I'm doing. There's not like a new challenge or anything as part of the chasing rejection thing, because I'm still gonna get rejected from everything I applied for, obviously. So I don't even think it would be good to like really make a new challenge when I'm still working on this one. And this challenge will last the entire year, because until we get a job I am happy with, right? Or until we get like a bunch of modeling stuff that I am excited for, or until I make a lot of money, until money comes into my lap and I'm just satisfied with it, then this challenge isn't going to end for real. And even if I get a lot of money, it'll be fun to continue, because I would never have done UGC if it wasn't for YouTube, because I like money, but I don't like trying to get money unless it's like a tech job. And UGC is not really on the side of tech in my eyes. I mean, tech related, I guess, but not really. But anyway, that's like the first official episode of UGC, but it's like episode 5 of Chasing Rejection. Thank you for coming along on this channel and seeing my progression of whether this is all a waste of time, if I'm just too happy being unemployed, or if we're all just seeing what the heck I do, and you can see if you want to do it too. But if you like this video and you want to learn more or want to see more from me, remember to like, share, subscribe so you don't miss no update from me when I post, or whenever I decide to actually record on time and not wait till like Thursday to post. I know. But I'll see you guys later in my next video. Bye.